What's up to the FP family? Welcome to a new episode of Football Prophets, where two friends talk all things American soccer. I'm your host, Moshe, and as always, I'm here with my good friend, Coach David Johnson. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing well, Moshe. It was an exciting week in MLS. Some big news in MLS.
Yeah.
The league is expanding to 30, so that's exciting. And the U20 World Cup started, so that there's a lot of soccer on.
A lot of soccer. A lot of kicking balls. That's dope. All right, awesome. So let's dive into all the games here that's happened. So it looks like Cincinnati's saying perfect, man. What it got going on over there?
Yeah, so Cincinnati is top of the Shield. So both conferences. There isn't a team in MLS currently doing better than them. They beat Columbus in their derby match 3-2. That is now 8 games completely perfect at home this season for them. No ties, no losses, no nothing, just W's. This is incredible. Not just for Cincinnati, right? For any team in MLS, this is great.
Yeah.
But to look at where Cincinnati was 2 to 5 years ago, where literally 2 seasons ago, they were the worst team in the league. 3 seasons ago, they were the worst team in the league. 4 seasons ago, they were the worst team in the league. Then last season, they made playoffs. This season, they're the best team in the league. Like, this just goes to show how much of an impact coaching and backroom staff has, because for the most part, the players didn't change much.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the coaching and backroom staff realizing.
Didn't they get that defender though? What's his name?
Miazga?
Yeah.
One defender.
Wow, that was bad.
One defender does not change everything, right?
But he's like their best defender right now, isn't he?
I mean, one of them.
Well, I think he's the best because he's got like.
Are you talking Miazga or Mascara?
Oh, I'm thinking Mascara. I'm thinking
he is new as well. He is new as well.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's on the left-hand side of a 3-back system. So he's not the anchor of that defense.
But he's the best. You don't have to be the anchor to be best.
No, but
he looks
the most
better.
Influential, though. To be the most influential.
Yeah.
But no, it's impressive, right? But the thing is here, that's also not a signing they would have made 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they were all offense. That's the only thing they cared about, bringing in record-breaking signings at the goal scorer's position.
Yeah.
They weren't cared about a solid defense, and that's why they were arguably the worst team MLS has ever seen since Chivas, who don't exist anymore. So just an incredible turnaround for FC Cincinnati here. Something I don't think has ever been seen in MLS.
All right. What else? Any other prediction you have for them?
No, not really. But Lucho Acosta this game, went off 2 goals, got not an assist, but his action in one of the goals led to a goal where the goalkeeper got the ball on his foot. Lucho decided to press, ended up taking the ball off the keeper's foot, playing a pass, which led to a pass, which led to a pass for a goal, right?
Yeah.
All in about the span of 5 seconds. There's quick play there. But he has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
This season. He is in the running for MVP. And really, I don't think there's going to be many people opposing him this year. It's him, Mukhtar, Gigi from Atlanta.
Mukhtar is not doing... He's not doing that great.
I mean,
he's doing
as well, but his stats are impressive.
Yeah. No, don't take me wrong. He's got great stats, but it's just, if you start talking MVP, he's probably number 3 for me.
I think I'd put him at second. I think I'd put him above Gigi.
Okay.
But then again, it comes to really longevity in the MVP race, right? Like, it's not just what you did in the first 13, 14 games of the season.
Yeah.
It's what you're doing through all 34 games.
Yeah.
But right now, Lucho is number 1 in my mind.
No, for sure. And you know what I like about him though? When I went to see him play a couple times, he's not the fastest. He's like the shortest guy in the field, but he's so like he never gives up.
Yeah, he's got that dog.
Like he's got like all these. Obviously, everybody knows how skillful he is with the ball, but the fact he just never gives, even against bigger player, he's always pressing, going for the ball. I like that about him.
Yeah, when that man goes to the doctor and gets an X-ray, instead of a heart, it's just a pit bull.
It's just
a
barking.
dog in him.
Yeah. All right, awesome, cool. I don't want to talk about this. Can we not talk about the LA Galaxy? Can we just keep
we'll
over it?
We'll make it as easy as possible, because I know what it's like to feel pain from your team. My Sounders lost.
I feel a little okay. So you can
like I feel the pain, right?
You can empathize.
But we have to talk about what's going on in LA right now, because this is from a very good team last year to be expected to be one of the best teams this season to being the worst team this season, right? Like something drastic changed. I don't know what happened. They didn't lose any incredible players.
There are too many distractions in LA, man. They're just distracted right now.
And I think what you're referencing is Chris Klein, the president, who has said that he will step down if they don't make the playoffs. And fans have Klein out banners. I think at this point it's safe to say with Klein in, they're not making the playoffs.
Well, the thing he said, we still have a chance to potentially maybe still try to be in a play-in.
Every team has a chance, right? That's the thing about MLS.
So the thing with him is, well, I'm not defending him, but I'm just saying if they make the play-in and somehow to make the playoffs, he's not going anywhere.
Roughly 2/3
that'll be a miracle.
This league make the playoffs. 2/3. And it's incredible. Like that shouldn't be LA Galaxy's benchmark for success. It shouldn't be,
but it is.
So I did a little.
You gotta start slow, man.
I did some statistical breakdowns here. I've spent about half an hour this morning, so I could be wrong.
Stats right now,
but no. So just to put this in context about how historically bad this season is for LA Galaxy. And again, I want to point out, it's not just that it's a bad season. It's that last season was good and this season was expected to be great, like a shield contender, right? Like they were expected to be doing what FC Cincinnati's doing.
I was excited coming in.
So was I. I'm not even an LA fan, and I was excited for them. I thought we were going to see something special from them, a true LA Clásicos.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. We were so excited about it. We were like, we can't wait. Yeah.
So I was really excited to have two incredible teams in LA, but not happening. But just to put this into context, the MLS switched to a 34-game season back in 2011, right? The only season since then that hasn't had 34 games in a regular season is 2020 because of COVID, and it got interrupted early, and most teams were around the 20-point season.
Yeah.
So since that 2011 switch, with the exclusion of 2020, only 3 Western Conference teams have finished a season with less than 30 points. Your 2011 Vancouver, 2013 Chivas, 2018 Earthquakes. LA Galaxy are currently on pace for 23 points this season. 23 points. And we're not like at the beginning of the season. We're over a third. We're about 40% of the way through this season. And they're sat at on pace for 23 points. Something's got to change. I don't know what it is, but something has to change in LA.
We need a new coach.
Your coach did it. He's lifted rings recently.
I don't know what it is, man, because I'm trying to figure out those players can play. Like we've seen them work.
Ricky Puig, Marky Delgado, like there's not really two better central midfielders in the league than that.
You know,
you have Chicharito, you have Dejan Joveljic up top. Like
that's what I'm saying. So
is
it chemistry? Is it the locker room? Like what is it going on?
That's the same team you've had for like 2-3 years now.
Yeah,
there's not much. I don't know how chemistry changes that much in one off season.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we need a new coach
and the only player,
a new voice in the. I don't know.
The only this is a relatively new coach. Second year in the club.
Get a newer one. Maybe he ain't working.
But like I don't get both. The only player to me on this LA team that isn't at least decent MLS level is the goalkeeper bond, right? And that's evident in this game. He's been in the league, I think, for 3 years. I've never thought he was a true MLS starting goalkeeper level. But this game, LA Galaxy allowed 3 goals in 9 minutes to Atlanta. 3 goals in 9 minutes. 2 of those goals were goalkeeper errors. One was which he got caught on ball and the ball was taken off his foot, similar to Lucho Acosta's goal or creation of a goal. And the other was a shot that he should have just swallowed up, but he allowed a rebound to go straight to Atlanta player and got buried in the back of the net. So 2 massive goalkeeper errors in the course of 9 minutes to allow 3 total goals. What is going on?
I'm telling you, there's something in the water. I don't know, man, because I don't think it's the players.
And again, that's not 9 minutes of play time. That's like, you got to think there was goal celebrations in there, time for the referees to make sure that the goal stands. Like, we're probably talking about 6 minutes of actual ball on the field, if not a little less, for 3 goals.
I don't know, man. This may happen again. I wouldn't be surprised at all. This may happen again.
See, that's the concerning thing for me here is like, it just doesn't look like the one. I think I claimed earlier this season that I see them having a resurgence in their season.
I don't see it.
It's gone now. I don't see it.
As much as I'm a fan and I'm speaking, like, I gotta say the truth, I don't see them like coming around the corner and making that turn. I don't see it.
There was the game that they played against LAFC and they lost, but they looked really good in that game. Yeah. And then the game after that, they won. And at that point, I said, "Oh, this is the start of LA Galaxy."
Yeah, I remember that.
And now it's falling apart.
I remember that.
They have to hope that they win or at least make a very good run in the U.S. Open Cup. But guess who they play next in the U.S. Open Cup?
Who?
LAFC. Now, I would say at this point in the season, LAFC shouldn't be worrying about the third, fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. But no way are they going to not take it seriously against an inner city rival.
They're not going to let this slide.
Right? Like, they're going to take this seriously. You're going to see starters.
Because they know the views that people are going to come watch it. Yeah. People are not just coming because it's the U.S. Open game. They're coming because it's LA Galaxy.
Exactly. Any other team in the league LAFC would be playing, I would have a feeling that they would.
Half of the supporter will probably show up.
But no.
Let's just put it this way. When you go to U.S. Open game, the stadiums aren't really always filled up. By this
you get
one,
to like the semifinals.
Yeah, by this one, it's gonna be
packed.
Yeah,
which is not good for LA Galaxy. This is gonna be rough. Maybe they get out of it. Maybe Klein keeps his job because they make the playoffs. But realistically speaking, do you think there's any chance that LA Galaxy make the playoffs this season?
I will be happy, but I'll also be surprised.
Yeah, I would be shocked.
I'll genuinely be happy, but I'll also be very, very surprised.
What about this? A little easier of a line. Do you think they get over the 30 points mark of the season? Currently, they are on pace for 23. I think they're sat at 9 right now after 13 games.
I want to believe that Chicharito is not going to let that happen.
If Chicharito stays healthy a whole season, but
yeah,
he's already had a little knock this injury or this season. I don't think he's
because he hasn't played all
season in the last 2-3 years. That's a tough one.
I still haven't given my answer yet. Can I change it as the season goes?
Yeah, sure. You can change it at game week 34. That's fair.
It's just as the season goes, I need to assess how everything's going. But right now, I'm gonna say yes. I believe.
All right, I believe. I believe.
I'm gonna believe, man. Let's go with that.
All right, so we should move on because that was actually a lot longer than I wanted to make you sit in pain and misery.
That was a lot of thinking. But all right, so an amazing game in Chi-Town, man. What happened? What happened? We beat the hair that's talking.
Yeah,
the hair that's talking.
there seems to be one incredible game in MLS.
Yeah.
This was the one, right? Chicago versus Atlanta. Also, I said Atlanta earlier for LA Galaxy. Everything I said about Atlanta against LA Galaxy, I meant DC United. And anything I said, did I say anything about Gigi Giacomakis? No. We talked about him only in the MVP race. All right, good. But your boy though, Christian Benteke did score against LA Galaxy, so that should.
I don't want to. That's a little.
But okay, moving back. Chicago versus Atlanta. This game finished in a 3-3 tie. All right, this game had literally everything you could ask for in a game. There were 6 goals, 3 lead changes, 2 red cards, and an own goal. Literally everything. Right? Like, it was a crazy game that just had you on the edge of your seats. When I watch MLS, I typically watch about 4 or 5 games at a time, right? Towards the end of this game, I switched it just to Chicago. All right, I was like, the only game I'm going to be focusing on is Chicago-Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, Atlanta go up in the 29th, 30th minute, something like that, and 1-0, right? Then Chicago equalize and get the lead, right? Make it 2-1, right? So that's already 2 lead changes this game. You got Atlanta going up, and then you got Chicago going up. And then you got Georgios Giacomakis getting 2 goals in the 55th and 64th minute to make it 3-2. Then you got the equalizer in the 89th minute for Chicago to make it 3-3. Right? Just incredible edge of your seat stuff, back and forth play. Like, it felt when you were watching this game, it could have been 7-7. Right? Like, every single attack ended in some sort of shot or dangerous play that you just expected there to be a goal.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely incredible. I think there was something like 25 shots this game. It was just a fun, high-paced game. And this is a Chicago team that shouldn't be in a 3-3 tie with Atlanta, right?
Nope.
Like, Atlanta should have won this 3-1, 3-0. Like, there's no reason for Chicago to be doing this, but they're doing it, right? And this kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. And
anybody can win.
Yeah, the league is so even. It's such a fun league. But that was...
It just depends on the night, so you always got to be ready.
Yeah, that was probably my game of the season so far. Only way it could have been better is if Atlanta got like a 90-plus minute game winner. But that was...
Better than the one more goal, Columbus.
Oh, that 7-0 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
No, this had it. This was more intense. This had red cards. This was a tight game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was close the whole time.
Not just the goals.
You never knew what was going to happen. This was a great game all around.
Yo, Sandy's just keep wanting to play over here. Just Jesus. Come on, Sandy. Sandy wants to join us, man. She wants to talk. But back to the old days, man. Looks like St. Louis still keeping me happy.
Yeah, so
I told you they were for real.
Well, they beat SKC,
but still,
and this breaks a 3-game losing streak for them. Right? Like, it was rough times for them recently. So they break...
I wouldn't say rough times, just 3 games. They've been winning.
I mean, have they been? They started the season with 5...
It's like a valley.
They started the season with 5 wins, right? In the 6 games since then, they've had 1 win. That's not been winning, right? Like, their form has been bad, and it's all been around the time that Klaus has gone out injured, and he's still out injured, right? Like, it's good that they got an emphatic win over a close team to them as far as like location is concerned, so you can almost call this a derby. They'll probably want to end up growing this into a derby match because SKC don't really have a derby or a rival, and neither do St. Louis, so this will probably end up becoming a rivalry. So it's good that you
so
won
much better though.
Yeah, it's good that you won it, but it is against SKC, right? Like that's something you got to take it. Although SKC, we dubbed last episode to be good, a little tongue in cheek there, but this loss snapped a 3-game unbeaten streak for SKC in all competitions, I believe, which for them was incredible. But it's kind of nice to see the world come back into balance, right? That Thanos meme, everything is level, right? Like it feels right that St. Louis are winning,
and that SKC is losing,
right?
Yeah.
Like it just, if you told me that this game was a 4-0 scoreline the other way around and Sporting whooped on St. Louis,
I would have
left. I would have quit MLS. Like it wouldn't have made sense.
I don't think they concerned about you quitting.
They should be. I'm a loyal fan.
Okay. All right, but hey, St. Louis is still third,
yeah, and on points per game, because not all teams have played the same amount of games. On points per game, I believe St. Louis is second. Not bad. Not bad. We'll see, though, because, again, almost all of those points came from the first 5 games of the season.
Yeah.
And we're 13, 14 games into the season. So we'll see how long they stay at the top, right? Or if their just incredible start was enough to keep them up above the playoff line. So we'll see what happens there. I'm still not incredibly sold on them, but again, getting 15 points in 5 games, that's more than 3 teams in the West currently have this season after 13, 14 games.
Yeah.
So that's probably enough to guarantee you a playoffs right there.
Yeah.
So well done
for new team. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge. All right. Awesome. Well,